Thank you. Hi, I'm Stefan Lukianov, the founder and CEO of Therapeutics. We're a Hopkins-based student startup, and I'll present today about our first product, VirCAD. So this is Team Salve as it stands so far. There's myself, and there's my business associate, Lindsay Williams, who's a PhD candidate in immunology at City of Hope in Los Angeles. These are some of our affiliations. So the problem that we're trying to address is that millions of patients suffer from incurable, inherited, or acquired genetic diseases, infectious microbes, and tissue injuries that demand new precision medicine solutions. Development of these solutions is difficult due to disease complexity, technical challenges, and interdisciplinary demands. Our vision is to expand the available toolkit of efficient, specific, and affordable viral delivery methods, which is an oncoming type of medicine, for producing precision medicines targeting debilitating and incurable diseases, and thereby greatly ease major public health burdens, such as COVID. The SaaS business model, or software as a service, is ideal for such innovation via Startup Foundation. So basically, we're a biotech company, but our first product is actually a software platform that will allow us to design the types of medicines that we're conceiving of. It's called VirCAD, short for Virus Computer Aided Design. It's an HPC-powered, so high-performance computer, accessible, AI, ML-capable bioCAD platform, specifically meant to mine, design, model, and test the human virome for new viral drugs that would accelerate and expand the pharmacopoeia for cell and gene therapies, vaccines, antibiotics, and cancer drugs. So these are some market numbers. We're basically applying engineering principles known as computer-aided design to viral biologics, hence VirCAD. CAD is an engineering term referring to the usage of computers to model and test invention prototypes in silico before manufacture. Some examples of these for other industries are AutoCAD, COMSOL, SolidWorks, and DraftSight. Biological CAD, or bioCAD, is dawning for the development of protein and nucleic acid biologics, but viruses remain relatively unexplored. The CAD engineering software market was about $10 billion in 2020. And if you compound that with the graph on the right, which shows the market share for the different types of disease categories that you can treat with viral therapies, that's well into the hundreds of billions in US dollars per year. So compounding those together, we can capture, we think, a great market share since we'd be the only bioCAD platform out there. Some potential competitors are software platforms that have one or maybe 1.5 of the proposed functions of our platform. These come from companies such as Schrödinger, Insightful Science, and BioVia, which is through Dassault Systems. But for our platform, we plan to use the software as a service business model to sell VirCAD as a desktop application and annual subscriptions to biopharma companies that they will then use to design the viral drugs that we're thinking about for cell and gene therapies for patients. This is a rough schematic of the software architecture of VirCAD. The source material comes from online databases that have viral genomes. These are deposited by federally funded labs. The software itself would run on HPC servers. So these are parallel GPU desktops, but it can also be cloud accessible. And then the actual software architecture would follow the central dogma of biology, which is necessary for designing a viral drug, in which you would tailor the genome, the coat of the virus, and also be able to simulate its mechanism of action in a tissue space, all at the same time to ensure that you're making an efficient and potent and specific drug. Hopefully this will all lead to a virtual new viral entity, which will eventually be tested in the wet lab and then manufactured as a new cell and gene therapy or some other biologic. So our fundraising efforts thus far, we've received some student awards from Johns Hopkins for early legal and office space costs. We're actively pitching to angel and VC groups alongside incubators and accelerators. So we pitched to The Alchemist, to Nucleate Bio, to Startup Springboard, to Harvard Business School, and others. And right now I'm actively authoring a phase 1 NSF SBIR in pharmaceutical technology based on our efforts. Some legal disclosures: the Technology Transfer Office of Johns Hopkins copyrights any code and presentation materials, hence the copyright in the lower right-hand corner. But no IP was generated at Hopkins, nor do they claim any ownership of VirCAD or Salve. Therefore, they're totally under our control. And so all we basically are looking for is funding, for which we already have corporate counsel planned through Morrison & Foerster. And these are some appendices of literature that inspired our work. Thanks very much.